Hey everybody, Pastor Matt here. It's good to see you all on this Friday, June the 19th. I'm very thankful for this day for two reasons. One, this is the 186th birthday of Charles Haddon Spurgeon. He lived from 1834 to 1892. One of the most influential English pastors that ever lived. He has more in writing than any other English writer in history. More than 25 million words when you talk about his sermons, his magazine articles, everything else that he wrote. And this is also known as Juneteenth. And I wasn't aware of this really until just a few weeks ago. So Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865, were the last of the slaves that were emancipated after the Civil War. And so that took place in Texas. So I think this is a good day for us to be able to remember the fact that freedom is accessible, that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that was one more step where that actually happened. That, as Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain said, that America should be free ground. And thankfully, that was the case. And so let's remember that. We have 3 services this weekend, don't forget. 1 at 5 o'clock on Saturday, 2 on Sunday morning, 8:30 and 10:31. Next Sunday, Shauna O'Brien is going to be with us to sing a special music selection. I almost just said special, but a special music selection at the 10:31 service on June the 28th. We'll be having 3 services that weekend as well. So if you don't come to the 10:31 one, if you don't come to that service, then be sure you tune in because you'll be glad. Leo Bryant was our youth director here from 1996 to 2004. He is now a discipleship pastor at a church in Asheville, and I'm looking forward to getting together with him. And hopefully we'll be able to record some sort of interview to be able to catch up with him somehow. And I really look forward to having that opportunity to where we can get together in the same room and just talk about life and ministry and such. Next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday at 5 o'clock will be our members meeting. While we don't have any motions of significance to really cover, we got a couple. When I say of significance, not large money ticket items of such. It's a way for us to get back together and learn more about what God's doing in each of our ministries and such. So I hope that you can come, hope that you can make it. I just want to let you know, too, that I'm starting to put out a series of videos on logical fallacies. I put out a couple already. I'll link to both of them in the email, but it is very, very important. In fact, I was listening to a conservative website this morning that actually used a logical fallacy in order to be able to make their case and to make their cause. You hear logical fallacies all over the place. We've got to make sure that when we hear an argument that we're dealing with the merits of the argument and we're not looking at peripheral issues to determine necessarily whether that argument is right or wrong or such. It's easy for us to take a snapshot of things and to be able to put the whole narrative behind it and think we've got the whole story. We got to look at the arguments on their own face, and we got to go back to the source of some of these arguments to make sure that they are being communicated properly and with integrity, and that we, who are to be people of high character, we're making sure that we're listening to them well. So please keep an eye out for each of those. We've got to use our technology to the glory of God and to advance His kingdom. And so that's exactly what we are going to do. So just a real short update for today. Looking forward to seeing what God has in store for us next. So we'll be keeping you posted. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.